Hello, everyone. Good to see you. And happy summer. The weather is beautiful here in Iceland. And I'm just putting the volcano in its place. It's roughly in this direction. So I can just imagine that there is a volcano that you can see. So welcome to another heart-to-heart session. It's my little COVID home therapy. And and I'm really happy so many people are logging in and wanting to be part of this. And I'm really happy also to bring along friends for this, to have my friend Tryggvi also. I'm just going to bring him on right now because it just feels great to bring my friend Tryggvi as like my co-host. We're doing this together. Hey, lots of fun. Let me see. Hello, Tryggvi.
Hey.
How you doing?
Hey, Svavar, good to see you.
Yeah, likewise. I was just telling the people that the volcano is basically this way, so I just have it here for show, so people can know where we're going. Actually, I didn't tell them that you actually helped us paint this. We were painting this with my kids the other day, and Tryggvi joined us, and he basically drew like the idea, the lines, and how to and he had these ideas on the structure of the volcano, and it was so nice. The kids loved it.
It was such a privilege to be a part of that.
Yeah, it's fun.
Your kids are really amazing, man.
They're fun kids. Yeah, so I was also really happy today, to be able to bring and to reach out to a wonderful friend of ours that we've been talking about so much in our conversation over coffee. Our friend Shawn William Clarke from Canada, and he's been helping. He's come here to Iceland to help people write songs and lyrics and.
I actually did one of his lyric workshops, which was amazing. It helped me kind of structuring my lyrics better.
And he has an amazing way with words, and he likes to play with it really comes off super natural. His songwriting is the lyrics.
Yeah, he's a great storyteller, isn't he? I think so.
And I think one of the things that really warms me to, and I think everyone that meets Shawn, he's just so gentle and kind, and he just comes from this place of kindness that you can't help but to love him, you know. So now he's watching, he's right there, you can't see him, guys, but I can see him. He's all blushing, and I'm just. Should we bring him in? Should we bring in our friend? Yeah, here you go, Shawn. Great to see you. Oh, wait, hold on, you're muted. Oh, there you go. How you doing?
Great, thank you. I was blushing. That was really sweet of you guys to say. It means a lot, especially Tryggvi, since you came to that songwriting course that me and Jelena Čirić did, and which I appreciate, and the fact that you got something out of it really means a lot, because I've never really done anything like that before, so I thought I was gonna make a fool of myself, so I'm glad I'm glad I didn't.
Oh, you definitely didn't. I got a lot out of it, and I use those notes a lot when I'm going editing my lyrics again, and also when I'm studying new lyrics, I go to those notes that I took from that course.
Oh, that's great.
That seminar.
That's great to hear. Thank you.
Is there still echo? Somebody said there's echo. Can you hear echo?
I can hear just. The only echo is on your voice, but it sounds like that's kind of a natural echo.
Oh, it's just my mixer. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Now. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, it's just I forgot to turn off the mixer effects. Sorry. Hey, John. Thank you so much, John. Hey, for the pointer. Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah. Good man. So tell us, how was the situation up in Toronto?
The situation is kind of like it is in a lot of places. We are in our third wave right now. So I'm stuck inside most of the time. I haven't worked in a year and a half, pretty much. But people are getting vaccinated, which is nice. I got my first vaccination this week, so that's exciting. So I can kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel, which is nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tryggvi, you got your first vaccination shot too.
Yeah, last week.
Which one did you get?
I got the Pfizer one.
Oh, I hear there's no side effects with that one. Was it good?
Well,
Is that a lie? Okay.
I did have some minor ones. Like
Okay.
I was nauseated for the whole day, and and like I got really, really tired. So like I actually had to stay in for like, a half an hour longer, like until they gave me a green light to go because of the nauseating feeling that I had.
That's interesting with the side effects and all of that talk. Is that like they say, oh, there's like 5 people in like 7 million, like it's like, oh, it's so dangerous. I don't want to take it. And I'm thinking like, okay, Iceland has 6, like we have 350,000 people, right? So if 1 in a million gets it, it's like a third of an Icelander would get it. So like one, there's a 1 in 3 chance that if every Icelander gets like the Johnson & Johnson shot, one person would get it.
Right.
But then again, you think about, okay, but you decide to drive in traffic, and like every human being in Iceland basically is at the mercy of roads, and 20 people die in car accidents in Iceland every year.
Right.
So that's basically, that's already there, like 60 times more dangerous just entering a car in Iceland than.
Right. Yeah, it's there's a difference between like natural side effects, which is what like Tryggvi was talking about, and like for me there was some flu-like symptoms for like a night or two, and like the blood clot problem that people are worried about, which is so rare that there's not really any reason to worry about. And considering what happens when you get coronavirus, you weigh the pros and cons on that, and it's it's not a question at all. Get your vaccine and get the one that's offered to you.
So basically, like in America, I think that 500,000, 400 and something thousand people have died.
It's crazy.
And if everyone got the Johnson & Johnson one, then 300 people would possibly die. That's 1,000 times less. So like, I don't know.
Right.
It sounds strange. Like it's a strange rationalization, I guess.
Yeah.
But let's move over to more positive concepts. I heard the other day that the RNA vaccine, like the research because of COVID, the research kind of was boosted so much that right now they found ways to use it to vaccinate against all kinds of other stuff. Like you were talking about HIV, right?
Yeah, I heard that I don't know the full facts on it, but I heard that because of the coronavirus research, they've made headways in AIDS vaccination research, and I guess you were saying cancer research possibly, and it's really exciting if this can lead to better things.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have to kind of remember that humanity is a crisis-driven civilization. Like it's not until we're pushed that we start to act.
Yeah. It seems like some people need to be pushed quite a ways, unfortunately. But you're right.
It's kind of sad but true. Just checking here. Everything is on. Beautiful. It's great to see people are really engaging.
Are they? Okay, great.
Yeah, there's a lot of like, I can show you like from Dresden here.
Oh, nice.
We got Denmark.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, he's from Poland.
Poland, wow.
And my friend Sonja Funke, she's a wonderful friend.
Hello.
Some German saying hi, hello. It's from Belgium.
Wow.
Yeah, I think we're. Hey Tobias, great to see you. and our friend Sigurjón.
Sigurd.
Tryggvi, you had a gift for Sigurjón, right?
Yeah, he still hasn't seen it. So
Do you think?
he asked me because like I've been painting and like doing art since COVID started. Like I didn't have the first idea how to use a pencil or how to use any kind of like art products. But because of COVID and like I spent a lot of time at home and spent a lot of time on my own, I started using started drawing with a pencil, moved on to charcoal, and now I'm doing paintings with pastels. So Sisse asked me to do. He gave me a photo to draw the volcanic eruption. So this is the one I've been doing for him now over the past couple of days.
Great.
Looks beautiful.
Hope you can see
Amazing.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the first draft. I think I'm gonna do a couple of more, like with other using other methods and stuff. But Sisse, this one is the first one. This one is for you.
Amazing.
Oh,
Lucky.
guys, if you want to listen to Shawn's music, you can go to this link here, Shawn Clarke, with an E at the end, .bandcamp.com.
Please do.
And your friend Jelena, who you've been working with in Iceland, she got the Icelandic Music Award for her album.
I saw that and I congratulated her, and that's so great. That's so nice. It's really great music. I love her. I love her stuff.
Jelena Sirik has been a great boon to the Icelandic music community and like a great addition to our, to all the good things we have here. We need people like her and you.
Yeah. Hey, if I could hop on a plane and visit you right now, I would.
John, hey, we certainly are going to hear some music. Shawn, would you like to play a song for us?
Sure. This is going to be fun because, Bjorn, hey. This is going to be fun because I haven't really played very much this year because of obvious reasons. So it's going to be cathartic, I think. So this is a song called In Conversation. Write a song of peace, she said. I'd love to find one in my head, but sometimes it's just cobwebs and TVs. I could write a song of love and loss, of deep regrets, dramatic costs, 'cause that's the way the muse has carried me. Oh, I know there's peace in rock and roll. And oh, I know it's out of my control. And oh, I know it terrifies my soul. It sometimes worries me. What would my great hero say if he heard me carry on this way? I just don't think he'd really give a damn. He used to sing of peace and love, but gave it all for God above, and now he plays the blues in foreign lands. Oh, I know there's peace in rock and roll. And oh, I know it's out of my control. And oh, I know it terrifies my soul. It sometimes worries me. Ooh, ooh, a song of peace, a protest song, a grand display of right or wrong. I've never been at comfort with those terms. I used to think in black and whites, but grays have taken up my side. I start to reconsider consider what I've learned. Oh, I know there's peace in rock and roll. And oh, I know it's out of my control. And oh, I know it terrifies my soul. It sometimes worries. It sometimes worries. Thank you.
Man, that was beautiful. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, James.
Yeah, sounded
Appreciate it.
great.
I love that song.
Well, thank you very much. It's good to get the fingers moving again. You know.
Yeah, it's so weird. I was in the studio with a couple of friends working on my new album, and we all had the same thing, just like playing and just starting to do, and it felt like we were like fat and out of shape, you know, and just like,
Yeah.
and it was such a struggle, just like getting there, you know.
How long have you been able to play with people? Like, did you have much of a break, or what was it like for you?
It's been so on and off and on and off and on and off. If you start planning like a gig, like they loosen the restrictions, and you're like, okay, let's do a gig, and then the gig is coming up. It's like 4 days away, 3 days away, 2 days away, and then suddenly like there's a mass infection, and everything shuts down again. And of course, like even if they didn't shut it down immediately, and the gig is like on the day that the mass infection comes up, they don't close everything down immediately. But you don't want to be the guy that has a concert while there's a outbreak.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's
tough.
been a lot like that, like a lot of rescheduling, and canceling. And
Oh, it sounds so frustrating. I mean,
Yeah, but
we've
it's,
been. I was just gonna say we haven't had really the opportunity to play this whole time. I played one gig in someone's backyard in maybe August or something, like when the numbers were the lowest, and it seemed so foreign. I can't imagine what it's going to be like to try to play a gig, and I haven't played with people in over a year.
I think outdoor gigs are gonna be coming back this summer, at least. You know.
I hope so.
Yeah, because like, I mean, if you can't be outdoors and people singing, that's just weird, though. I can understand that people don't want to be inside an auditorium or something, and kind of the air is being recycled. But like, if there's just like a little breeze, the virus just like floats away into the sky. Or it dies like miserable Schwein. But man, you've been living you're living in Toronto, right? Now?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful city. One of the things I love about Toronto. Tryggvi, you've never been, right? You've never been to Toronto.
No, I haven't been to Canada yet. Like I was gonna go through Toronto when I was gonna meet my girlfriend at the beginning of the outbreak. But yeah, I was on my way to Montreal. But
You got a little bit of a sound issue. Do you hear it?
me?
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
That's probably the
like a connection on your mic or something,
yeah.
like a buzz. But it's like, I think one of the things I love about Toronto, it is such a great experiment in multicultural thinking, because you have all these different immigrants and people from all different parts of the world, and they just mingle so well, and they just create such a vibrant community. I love it.
Yeah, it's a nice thing about Toronto. We're not without our problems, of course, but I think that's something that Toronto's done pretty well compared to a lot of cities, is kind of engaged, like our mixed cultures, and it's nice. It's I'm so used to it now. I love the experience of people from all over the world, and food from all over the world.
The food, man. Like, I'm a foodie all the way, and like going to Toronto and eating. Like if there's one city in the world that I would say like, yeah, I'm just gonna randomly go somewhere and get something to eat, and it'll be great. That's Toronto. Toronto has that just every time.
Yeah, there's not many types of food that I don't think you can get a reasonable version of in Toronto.
Is there like one of the things you have is like the poutine, like this? A gravy French fries, right?
Yeah, it's fries, gravy, and cheese curd is the traditional, and that's from Quebecois culture. That's out of Quebec.
That's amazing. Like it's so sweaty. It's just so the sweatiest food. But has there ever been like a poutine place that's called like Vladimir Poutine?
Oh man, I don't think there has been, but there should be.
No, there really shouldn't though.
Well, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's a good point.
like I love it when people see the obvious joke and they just don't go for it.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and just like no, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna call my poutine place
after a horrible dictator.
Yeah, or poutine on the Ritz or something. You know, like
see, but that I can get behind. I can get behind poutine on the Ritz.
Yeah, that's okay. You have Ritz crackers and poutine. Sounds good.
I would eat that. Yeah, it's heart attack on a plate.
It's disgusting. But yeah, I'm feeling optimism. I'm feeling. And now the latest news is that Pfizer is actually also working on like an antiviral pill.
Oh, wow.
Might be a cure as well, like in the end of the year. So that's also pretty nice.
Yeah. I think we're in hopefully we can be positive and hopefully we can change some things because of this. But
yeah, I think if we don't learn, like if humanity doesn't like take something good out of this and learn some lessons and go somewhere with this, I think it'd be a wasted opportunity, really.
I agree.
Don't let all this suffering be for nothing.
Yeah.
I was thinking about singing a song for you guys.
Yeah, it'd be great. I'd love to hear it.
It's called November. Oh, Tryggvi, how's your sound now? He's still struggling with the sound, I think. So. Oh, I can't hear you, Tryggvi.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna do a song, and Tryggvi can kind of figure out the sound. Well, that sounds actually like a plan. Okay. All right. It's a song called November, and I also wrote a song called Januar, and they are about these 2 months, and I'm just trying to help people understand that these are not the worst months. They are very misunderstood. And they both have very special things about them that make them amazing.
Cool.
So, there we go. Hope you like it. Curtains fall in November, cover all that lies behind. Every day like fading embers, growing darker than the last. Clouds 1,000 shades of memory, Hey you.
Hey.
Put this here. Hold on. So yeah, hi, hey.
Hey, good tune. You're a little quiet, Tryggvi.
What?
It's a different mic. I figured that the issue is Svavar's mic. I'm sorry, Svavar, but there's something wrong with the connection on your mic.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Do you have a second?
Cable, but apparently it's
Oh no.
the connection between the mic.
I have to go have it fixed. Yeah.
Or I can do it.
Sorry, Sirion. There was a little bit of a distortion. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. I mean, I'm working here. I'm working with sand here. I'm working with sand. It's okay. Light overdrive version. It is an overdrive part of the song anyway. You know.
Yeah.
Where it goes into So that doesn't matter. It's fine. I always have like technical issues anyway. Yeah, you have your second. Cool. Let me hear you, Tryggvi. How's this?
How is this? Is this okay
Oh.
now?
No, it's still making.
Still same problem.
Okay. I can do one more.
You know, just use the microphone on your laptop or something. There we go. So while Tryggvi figures this out, let's.
So you're working on new material, Svavar?
Oh yeah. I've got an album coming out. The second part of Ahoy Side B.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah, and it's very, very concept-driven stuff, you know.
Okay.
So,
So the Ahoy albums.
was that?
For the Ahoy albums, were they?
Yeah.
Was it planned out in any way, like the concepts, or?
There was a very personal reason why it turned into Ahoy Side A rather than Ahoy in the beginning, but it actually turned out just like so many other things that are bad. It turned out to produce something good. I hadn't planned on, like I have always wanted to paint some of my earlier stuff that I wasn't happy with so much, and now I'm working on it. That stuff.
Yeah.
And so that came with like that I split the album in 2 parts. So and now it's gonna come out as like a double vinyl with like a 10-inch inset, like ooh, lots of fun. Yeah,
That's
huge.
Cool. Yeah.
So do we have Tryggvi again?
I think so.
Yeah,
Oh, hey.
you're good.
Yeah.
You're good. Yeah, but what's coming up with you, man? Like you've been making some interesting stuff. I was checking out your Bandcamp page, and you've been producing some COVID related or like lockdown related stuff.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do, like everybody else, and sorry. Let me just answer that question of Werner Thomas Alfred, who asked my record collection. How many do I have? I think I'm probably about 1,400 records I have here.
Sure.
I've been actually cutting back my collection. I'm trying to bring it down a little bit because I don't want to buy more storage space for my records. So now that these are filled, I want to just kind of like get rid of some before I bring some in. So yeah, so it's a bit of a obsession. But to answer your question, Svavar, I didn't really know what to do this year, so it gave me a chance to experiment, which is really nice. So I had recorded 5 or 6 songs, just acoustic guitar and voice, that I maybe a year before the pandemic, and I didn't know what to do with them. And then the pandemic happened, and I thought, well, maybe I could use these songs to create a project. And I edited them myself and added ambient sounds and tried to make it like it was one project with like the 5 or 6 songs where they kind of would flow into each other. And that was what ended up being called Spectral Acoustics Volume 1, which I released on cassette, which was fun.
Oh, cool.
And then the other thing that happened was throughout the year last year, I ended up recording songs for kind of special projects. One was the In Basements compilation. Before all of this, I was working with a group of people where we put on shows every Sunday in the basement of a bar here in Toronto called Winona. And we found that, of course, since we weren't allowed to do that anymore, we still wanted to be creative. So I put together a project where everybody recorded songs from their homes, and we put them on Bandcamp, and all sales went towards the Toronto Arts Council COVID fund. So I had these songs that I'd recorded for that, and then I had songs for other projects this year that I recorded, one-off projects, and I put them together, and like the same way I tried to like mix them so they'd work as one single project. And I released Spectral Acoustics Volume 2, that one, the pandemic singles. So yeah, it's been all about experimenting. And the fun thing with the Volume 2 is that my partner Katie and I put together this, like at the time, fake band called Donut Dust, where we wanted to make like, krautrock and fun stuff like that. So there's a few songs on there that aren't my normal sad sack acoustic stuff.
That's fun. I love it that like it just like opens up a little bit of a different approaches to your music and stuff.
It was kind of interesting. I don't know if you two found this, but I kind of found as we were going through something as big as a pandemic, I found like I just didn't care. Like I was like, before this, I wouldn't try to experiment and release my own EP on cassette. Because you think about things like, well, who's going to buy it, or like, how am I going to, I don't know, all those weird questions that you get as a musician. But I found with COVID, I was like, who cares? Like it's nothing in the grand scheme of things, compared to what else is going on. This is just a thing that passed the time that I feel very strongly about, but it's kind of liberating that way,
Yeah. Yeah, I totally get that. Like for me, just like, COVID made me also or like the situation, like made me not care, because like I've been kind of struggling with my music and like, should I put it out there? Like, should I put myself out there? Like, should I become a musician or just be a teacher and just like give all those dreams up? And like, it was like, why not? And like, who cares? And like,
yeah,
it doesn't really, like, in the grand scheme of things, it's like I don't wanna. I also just like don't wanna, after all this, like, be in the situation where I'm like, oh, I didn't do it, or like,
yeah.
Also with like, I love that idea of just like putting things on tape and like just doing it in any way that you want to do it.
Yeah, it's liberating in a way,
Exactly. Yeah. Totally.
And now the nice thing is now I have, new things I can bring on tour with me. So when I do start to tour again, I can sell these kind of limited edition things that and that's fun. That's going to be nice,
I'm going straight to the table to buy those things.
I'll make sure to hold a couple. For you.
I wish I had like a tape, player.
Yeah.
You have to have.
I keep I hang on to mine for like, especially after I got one tape from Shawn, then it was like, oh, there's a reason to keep my tape player.
Yeah.
Oh, Tryggvi, could you turn up your mic a little bit?
Yes, sure.
Perfect.
Actually, I just like right on the counter in front of me here. Sorry, hold on a sec. The other day, so I bought a new iPhone, and I'm such like old school. Like I've had an iPhone 6 for the last 100 years, so I didn't realize that they don't have the headphone jack anymore. So I ordered Bluetooth speakers, but for the last 4 days, while I'm waiting for these speakers or headphones to come in, the Bluetooth ones, I've had my cassette player out. I've got this old, it's old like.
Oh man, that's cool.
Walkman. It's been so much fun.
So, but wait, you've moved house a couple of times, right?
Well, no, actually, I've been living in the same place for 15 years, so.
Wow.
Right. So, but did you have that before then as well?
No. I bought this. There's a really great shop north of Toronto called Curry's Music. It's in a town called Gravenhurst, and it's just like a paradise, that place. So they had this, and I bought it from them.
I love these places where you can find anything, but it's not full of junk. It's just like full of exactly what you would like to find, like the room of needful things or something. It's just
Yeah, it's nice. It's rare. So
yeah.
I hope those places survive.
Man, I really want to come back to Canada,
Yeah.
and play. And
Anytime. Both of you are invited anytime. I now have a spare room. So if you ever need to come, you ever need a bed to sleep on, you got a place.
You're the best, Shawn.
Thank you.
Wow.
very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I'd love to show you around when I can again.
I hear that, like in Iceland, like the policy is if you're vaccinated, I don't think you need to do quarantine. Is that right, Tryggvi?
Yeah, but like when you come to Iceland, you have to have a check though. So
Yeah.
like you still have to do like I think like initial like while you wait for the result. I think you have to quarantine while you do that.
Cool.
So even if you're vaccinated, I think you still have to do that.
Yeah.
But Shawn, I
But
think
don't
you
have
should
to
come
do
over.
Days of
I'd love to.
Of quarantine, I think.
I think, once I get I just got the first vaccination, so I think I'm going to wait until I get that full vaccination before I consider. But as soon as that'll probably be about 3 or 4 months when I can get my second. 3 months maybe.
Nice. Yeah.
Did you get the AstraZeneca one?
I did. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
Oh,
the rock.
rock and roll. That's just a little bit of hey, you're like a little bit of a danger, man. I wanted to show one of your videos, if it's okay with
Sure,
you.
yeah.
It's Leonard Cohen.
Yeah, this is one of the songs from this. I'll do a little preamble before it. I wrote this the night Leonard Cohen died, but 6 years ago now. And this is one that I had recorded and ended up putting on Spectroacoustics Volume 1. So I hope you enjoy it.
Sweet. Okay, let's see how this plays. I'm just going to mute us a little bit.
Sure.
Softly, à la belle Provence, with tremulous refrain, and tomes underneath each arm, Lorca and King James. From last laments of Joan of Arc to quiet servitude, from wars against disorder to suggest or allude that it's not too long. Marianne, I shall see you soon. The highways are empty now, in New York and Berlin. Yearning sounds from synagogues beckon from within. And Susie yells, it's closing time. The wait staff are vexed. I wish you could sing one more song of love or faith or sex, but it's not too long. Marianne, I shall see you soon. I hope you pass near a forest, somewhere with your pen.
That's beautiful, Shawn.
Thank you.
I hope you passed in loving
I love your finger picking style as well.
Thank you very much.
letters from your friends.
And your lyrics. I mean, I think you're one of my favorite lyricists.
That's really nice to hear. Thank you so much.
And this is Rever. Just wanted to introduce you guys.
Oh my goodness.
Hello, everyone.
And I swore I heard that.
You're going to need to pull up a big shot of the two there. I want to
Oh yeah, okay, hold on.
see
I'm
the
just
see the
gonna
little dude.
Just give you guys a little bit more of a hey you.
Oh my goodness.
Hi, Rever.
Huh? Say hi.
What a cutie. Oh,
Yeah, I see that. He's telling me the news.
He's a performer like his dad, for sure.
Yeah, quite the performer.
wow.
He really loves being on the balcony with me. He's my balcony friend.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I love his little outfit.
And he loves the pictures. He loves the all the plants in my little balcony greenhouse. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got a nice little piece of heaven over there, Svavar.
Yeah. We managed to make it work here in this ice cold part. Yeah. It's because they put like a glass on the outside of the balcony. It actually functions a little bit like a greenhouse.
Well, that's good. I mean, it's got its positive parts.
Icelanders love greenhouses, and they love,
Yeah,
showing Mother Nature a little bit of a fist.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to grow. It's like I'm trying to grow some herbs and stuff just
Yeah.
inside my house, like because my garden is shit, so I
Right.
can't really grow anything there. But I'm making an effort to try to grow some broccoli inside. But
Right.
we'll see how that goes.
It is weird because when you're inside and it's a little bit hot, the broccoli just like grows up instead
Yeah.
of kind of filling in.
Oh,
It
okay.
was
Yeah.
amazing. It just started growing like on day 2, like after I put the seeds in, like suddenly like it started coming up like in just a matter of days.
And it's sometimes like super weak, like when it's inside like that.
Yeah, I'm kind of expecting that to happen. So
I
keeping
think
my eyes on them.
It needs cold and adversity. That's how it works.
Yeah. I'll just lower the temperatures here and just put some clothes on and make it work.
Are you writing anything, Tryggvi?
Yeah, like I'm also like I'm working on my first EP,
Oh, great.
and so like I've been putting out songs now for the past couple of years. I'm putting out singles, and so like my first EP should come out this autumn, I think, like
Oh, wow.
September or
Great.
October. I'm starting recording the last song for the EP like next week, I think.
Oh, that's
So-
exciting.
It should all be finished this summer, and I should be able to put it out hopefully on 10-inch vinyl. That's kind of what I'm hoping to be able to do.
That would be amazing.
Have like side one side with 3 Icelandic songs and one side with 3 English songs.
That's a great idea. Yeah, that's really
And
cool.
I just put out a new lyric video to one of my singles a few days ago.
Cool.
EPs are so much more fun to make too, I feel. They're small, like short form storytelling, really.
Yeah, it's true. It's nice.
Instead of always having to have like an epic journey.
Yeah, It's, and also like when you do like these smaller like 6 songs, like it wasn't even intentional, but they all fit together. Like they're all connected, and like I just realized it when I was kind of putting them in order now, and like so like how should I put them, and then like it's actually a story from beginning to an end. And
Right.
So it starts with a song called Allt tekur enda, All Things Come to an End, and it ends with a song called Letting Go. So it's kind of like it's kind of like the first song is like a realization that like everything will end, and like all ends have beginnings. So it's kind of a beginning with an end, and then it comes like ends with a song where you're just letting everything go. And
Yeah.
finally, like, because like there's so much struggle in the other songs, and then like, poof, you finally let go. And it's much harder to do that in 10 or 12 songs. So
It's true.
I can easily do that in 6.
I don't know if you've found this, Svavar, but I sometimes find like when I make an album, I have to see some connective tissue between all the songs
Oh, yeah.
before it feels right, you know?
Every time.
And sometimes that takes longer than others, you know? And sometimes it can be just like very, very subtle or but like once I discover it, I can finally feel comfortable about putting it together and putting it out there. But until I do, it's kind of like, what am I doing with these songs? You know?
There have to be threads that connect them, you know? They have to be interconnected like a body, a whole body, I feel.
Yeah. Are you guys?
Tryggvi, could you play a song after
Oh, yeah.
Shawn? You were saying what?
Oh, I was just gonna ask if you guys are like album guys. Do you like? Do you like the process of listening to an album from start to finish, or?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
Completely.
definitely am. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
like
it's the structure.
I'm a vinyl collector like you as well. So like that's kind of, that's how I
Yeah.
listen to most of my music. Even though like I've gone through a lot of my collection and like I tried like now because like I live in such small quarters that like I try to give like get like rid of 5 to 6 LPs to get one good one instead. So
Yeah.
like I'm trying to get my collection
Yeah.
a little bit smaller.
Yeah, but that's nice too. It's like nice to like curate your music to, so it's all filler, all killer, no filler.
I don't even know. Like, I think this filler thing comes from like this pressure from record companies that artists should always be putting out. Like, so they're pushing artists to put out albums sooner than they should. You know,
Yeah, it's true.
instead of just enjoying the creative process.
Yeah,
Like, I don't think any of my albums have fillers. They're all songs about something that matters to me. So they couldn't be fillers.
yeah, it's true.
It's like when you demand it of an artist to just like, yeah, you have to produce. It's just so counterproductive.
Yeah. I
Oh,
agree.
Tryggvi, I'd love for you to do a song for us.
Yeah, I'd love to hear
Yeah.
you play something.
Definitely.
Yeah. So I'm gonna make the mic because I don't want Rever to do too many backing vocals for you.
I was gonna ask, like, Rever, can you do like ooh and
He loves singing and playing piano.
oh, I've heard him do that. That's amazing.
So cute.
So I think I'll do, since I couldn't find my capo, I have a limited choice of songs. So I'm gonna do the song that I just released on, or like, that I made the lyric video to, that I've been putting out, that I just put out last week, I think. Yeah, like the days are kind of all rolling into one. So just a little tune up, and this song started out as a ukulele song, and it kind of like, I'm a slow writer usually, so like it took me a week of sitting in the sun and drinking beer in Spain to write this song. And I only had a ukulele, and that was it. So that was written on the ukulele, but I'm gonna do a guitar version of it now, since my ukulele is not at home. It's called Paco, and the reason why it's called Paco was because I couldn't find a proper title for it, and when I was in Spain, people gave up trying to pronounce my name, and like one coffee barista said to me when I was ordering coffee, like, "Sir, now your name is Paco, and you will use that from now on," and that's why this song is called that. Been running from my fear of being hurt. Sometimes I get stuck in the dirt. Been running from the past, running nowhere fast. life takes another turn. I hesitate, try to hit the brakes, but it's too late. Got my head up in the clouds, my heart beneath my waist. But it don't matter now, you're gone and I'm here on my own. All the white horses have come and gone. I'll always be that someone who let you down. I'll always be that clown. Been running from my fear of heartache and pain. Sorry, back with tears in the pouring rain. Been running from the past, running nowhere fast. But it don't matter now, you're gone and I'm here on my own, holding on to something we never found. I'll always be that someone who let you down. I'll always be your clown. You're gone and I'm here on my own, and all the white horses have come and gone. I'll always be that someone who let you down. I'll always be your clown. I'll always be your clown. I'll always be your clown. I'll always be your clown.
Nice. Thank you very much, Tryggvi.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's some people there that recognize it.
Oh, that's nice. That's very nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love it when people are happy and enjoying.
Yeah.
So we're coming to the end of our time a little bit, but I'd love to ask you, Shawn, if you could do one more song for us.
Sure.
But before then, what do you have like coming up in your life, in your career? Do you think like how do you see like post-COVID? How do you see like what do you want to do? What's the first thing you want to do? You know?
I just want to get back out and play some shows, which is the obvious answer. But me and my friends were talking about, my friends who do this Sunday night show that we put on we used to put on every week. And we were just saying that now, like we were talking about earlier, how like you just don't care anymore. So now we're just gonna put on shows we want to put on. So like my friend jokingly said, we're just gonna do a whole set where we just jam out, Neil Young's Cortez the Killer for the whole night, and people can come up and play, and like, like that's just like we can come up with concepts and do whatever we want. And I kind of like that. I also want to keep doing what I was doing pre-COVID, like using my music as a way to travel. I want to get back to Iceland for sure. I'd love to get back to Germany. I'd love to do more Nordic places. Like I've been to Denmark, but I'd love to get up to Sweden or Norway or something as well. So I'm just itching to do that stuff, be nice to play gigs places and meet people, like meeting people like you guys, that's what it's all about. You travel to another country and you get to play a show with someone and you meet them and you become friends. And I don't know if you agree, but there's this bond you make with people when you travel and when you play with people that like, it's hard to tell people who aren't musicians about it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you guys agree, but I feel like there's something that like, I don't know, it just, you've got that for the rest of your lives, that kind of feeling with people.
it's like nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
there's a beauty to the camaraderie, to the community, and just getting like touching other people, being part of this. Like that's the reason I tour.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like this year I've had a wonderful time just being able to be with my family, which is like very rare in my life.
Yeah.
But just like staying with my kids for a whole year, that has never happened in my life.
Yeah.
Just having like a whole year, just with my kids, which is the best feeling in the world. And it's gonna be hard to go,
Sure.
you know, back on the road, but I have to. It's it's I feel the urge. It's like it's pulling me. I want to see all my friends and connect to all these people, and you know, sit and laugh in a cafe or a bar and sing and be part of the community that we are creating all the ways.
Yeah.
It's like I think someone like I was thinking about this, like what is a troubadour? It's like the troubadour was like the first internet, you know, because they were traveling between cities and they were bringing news and knowledge and connections, and a troubadour would know a lot of people everywhere. It's like the networking boss, you know, of the Middle Ages and of Roman times, and before that, the traveling musician.
Yeah.
And there's just so much in it. It gives you so much, and such a rewarding just life experience.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It can be really nice.
Yeah, me too.
And it's also like, just for me, like the stories that I gather when traveling, you know, all these people I meet and all these amazing situations and people and places and things that happen. It just like, it's a never-ending source of stories.
And also like traveling and all that, like when you go to a place, or like when you like here in Iceland, when people from other countries come here to play, and they sing you their songs and they talk about their culture, their countries, that's the second closest you get to actually visiting that place.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So like getting those stories and that, like I totally connect with troubadours being the internet of the Middle Ages. So like that's it's still kind of like that today.
Yeah.
Can you imagine just some troubadour in 1400 or something, or 1100, and just going like, and then there was a goat, and the goat was like, and he's like making goat impressions, and there's a cat, and the cat was all like, oh, yonder cat was all like, allow me perhaps to play this harpsichord, the harpsichord cat, you know. Like, and all the people are just sitting there listening to this troubadour telling stories of cats and goats and memes, you know, like medieval memes.
That sounds like one of your shows, Svavar.
Yeah, you would have been like a great hit in the Middle Ages, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, Shawn, remember that time we had a concert in Toronto together, and you were telling me you were like confused because our common friend had told you that Germans had a better sense of humor than Canadians.
I was offended by that.
Yeah, and I was like, that's true though, because I mean that you guys are funnier, but it doesn't mean you have a better sense of humor. And then I went up and I ruined the concert because I wanted to prove a point to you. Do you remember? Well, yeah.
I can't remember what you said.
I'll show you. So basically, I went up on the stage and I said, like, because I wanted to show you that the people in the auditorium, like in that place, were definitely not going to laugh at this joke. But Germans would. And the Germans in the comment section, before we leave, I'm just going to, please support me in this one, or don't, like, just tell me if this is right. So I told this joke. And it was like this, and I said, I am so sure that Germans would laugh at it, and it went like, yeah, Icelanders, we want to be so pro-environment. We are always thinking about ways, and I went thick on the Icelandic accent. We want to be very good with the environment and thinking about the future and the planet. And so we are always thinking about how we can reduce our carbon footprint. We call it the sootprint. And then we have the foodprint, which, like the footprint of your food consumption. So veganism is very definitely a thing in Iceland. We need to do this. But we are also thinking, we are so small, we need to make a bigger difference. So we are thinking, well, how can we make a bigger difference? And that's why we invented super veganism. It's like meta-veganism. And everybody was like, ooh, like, and so what we do is we only eat animals that eat other animals. so we eat a shark, and we eat the fox and the lion. Because if you are eating one lion, then you are saving 1,000 antelope. And if you eat one shark, you are saving 1,000 fish. So, I am a vegan, I will not eat fish. Yeah, you save one fish a day. But if I eat a shark, I save 1,000 fish a day. And they just sat there completely quiet. I remember your face because you were like, fuck, he's so right.
I think you just had a bad cross section that day.
But it was good. Come on, Germans, help me out here. Come on. That's funny. That's funny for Germans.
It was contentious. It was a contentious conversation.
But I love it when I tell a joke like that and it just like bombs.
Yeah.
Because a sense of humor is not the same as being funny. I mean, of course, true. Germans have a handicap at being funny. Their language basically makes punchlines impossible.
Right.
Because you end the sentence with a verb. And that means the punchline word came 5 words earlier. So it totally ruins the timing of the joke. So like, why did the chicken cross the road? To the other side it was going. Like it's impossible to laugh.
Right.
Unless, you're laughing at the ridiculousness of it.
Right.
How can you not?
It sounds like Yoda telling jokes. It's basically Germans.
Well, it's a thing. There's like a few things that that Canadians are really vocal about when they talk about Canada, and I like to say this when I tour in Europe because it's true. Because a Canadian will be the first person to tell you which actor or musician is Canadian. Like they'll be the first person to be like, "Oh yeah, you like Jim Carrey? He's Canadian," or whatever. Like that's a very Canadian thing to do.
Oh, Will Ferrell, totally Canadian.
And that's like, and the other thing is Canadians are very like protective of their humor, like their comedy. Like Canadians are like, they whether or not it's true, we think we're the funniest country. We're kind of like, we're not the sexiest. We're not the, we're not the, we're not the prettiest, but we're funny people, that's like kind of one thing that Canadians hold on to really tightly.
You definitely are funny.
So, yeah. There's no doubt about that.
So that's why, when a funny thing that Canadians will do all the time, speaking about like pointing out who's Canadian, is that like, they'll tell you that Jim Carrey is Canadian, but all of Americans' funniest comedians were taken from Canada, right? That's a big thing for Canadians to tell you. They're like, well, sure, like Mike Myers is funny. He's Canadian, he had to go to America though to get big or whatever. It's a stupid thing we do.
Yeah, because like Mike Myers in Canada, he's just like a normal Canadian funny guy. But when he goes to America, he's like, fuck, that guy is super funny because like they're so not funny.
It's true. Like I mean, we think he's hilarious here, but that's the thing. Like Mike Myers is like, he's such a Canadian. Like I know 100 Mike Myers. You know, like I know tons of people who are just like that, like his style, his humor, and not to knock him, like he's very clever, but yeah, that's so true. Yeah.
You have to get out of your country to someone where this thing is in short supply.
Yeah, totally.
But yeah, Shawn, thanks again so much. Would you like to do one more song for us before we
that'd be great.
Kind of start winding down? Oh man, I love having this kind of conversation with
me too.
people.
It's so rejuvenating, you know, to talk to people and talk to people we haven't talked to in a long time. Like it's, you know, even if it's just to see you guys in a small little box, I'll live off this energy for a couple of days. You know what I mean? Like,
totally.
Having a little bit of banter. To my European friends, I think I'm going to be coming over in August, September, and I have a lot of holes in my schedule. So if anyone has ideas for house shows or garden shows or whatever, I'll be vaccinated, and, so that'd be cool. So Shawn,
that's exciting.
Which song are you going to be playing for us?
Well, I'm gonna sing a song about looking back. This is a song that I recorded originally for my album William back in 2014, but I re-recorded it for the Pandemic singles, for the Spectral Acoustics Volume 1, because I kind of like how it sounds just acoustic, which on the album it's a full band. So I'd like to play that for you. It's called 10 Years Ago.
Oh, I love that one.
Yes, me too. One of my favorites.
Make sure I'm in tune, though. Come on. It's your home. Okay. 10 years ago, we drank a lot. My friends and I drank plenty. I couldn't say the bills we paid. I only know that there were many. "10 years ago, we laughed a lot. And sacred was no topic. A normal day, we'd laugh away. And friend or foe could stop it. Years ago, we sang a lot. Our songs were loud and unforgiving, la da da. But our words spoke true as though brand new. And sung without misgivings. 10 years ago, I thought we knew the secrets to life's meanings. Oh, did we care? I do despair that we didn't take much heeding. Thanks.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
The
Thank you
best.
so much for having me, guys.
Beautiful. And
was so
everyone
nice.
that's been watching, thank you so much. And I realized not a lot of Icelanders have tuned in because this is the sunniest day we've had for a long time. And
Yeah, it's a sunny Saturday here in Canada too. So in Toronto, so a lot of people I think are out and about as well.
yeah, but the video is going to be up and people can watch it afterwards and just enjoy. And I'm sorry about my sound issues here. We're always improving.
It's a learning process.
Yeah, no learning process.
Yeah.
And man, Shawn, whenever you want to come, we have a room for you here as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
thanks.
yes.
I really appreciate that. My partner has never been to Iceland, and I keep telling her about it. So we're both coming over the moment we can, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. We'd be so happy to have you.
Amazing.
And
Take
we'd love to.
Take some merchandise with you. Like last time you were here, like you sold out. Like
It was amazing. I was shocked. That was funny. That was a Melodica festival, and it was the night before I played. Most of my albums sold out before I even played.
yeah,
It's crazy.
I've never seen anyone sell like you did. That was like I was at the merch table like selling your stuff like crazy. It was like wow, like I haven't seen that like ever.
And I tell you, it's never happened since.
Call you a sellout. You're a sellout.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, guys. Oh my God, it's just such a pleasure to have you. I don't want to stop, but of course, it has to stop someday.
Yeah.
Sigurðun says he will buy your vinyl and cassette.
He's a good man.
Good man, Sissi. Yeah, thank you everyone for joining us. And Shawn, you are just a legend. Tryggvi, thanks so much for being with us as well.
Thank you for letting me be a part of this.
Yeah, it's
It's
just
a real pleasure.
Good old boys having a chat, and just I don't know, just like breaking the isolation a little bit.
Yeah.
On Monday at 5 p.m. GMT, I'll be chatting with Laila Nistan from a Hamburg-based band called Poems for Jamiro. But
Cool.
she's also making her own music now, which is I'm really excited to hear. And
Yeah,
Tryggvi,
she's
if you wanna join, I'd be very happy to have you.
I would love to. I love Lila's music,
Really?
her solo stuff as well, and yeah, she and I are great friends as well. So yeah, I would love to join that too.
The sound quality is so good, and just listening to in this stream.
Great.
Oh, thank you, Silke. Thank you so much.
Dusseldorf. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
never been to Dusseldorf. I really want to get there.
It's a beautiful city, and the best sushi in Europe is in Düsseldorf.
Sold. I'll be there.
Yeah,
I still haven't
that's,
been to Germany, so that's definitely on my list. I need to get
Great
there.
place. Such a great place.
Germany is the most welcoming of countries. So
really
they
is.
love artists and treat them really well. And
It
I'm
is so true.
definitely going as soon as I can.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Silke is a little bit of she's thank, not tank. Like she wanted to thank us all, but she meant to thank us, and of
But
course,
like
we
thanking
got you,
us with
Silke.
love is the best thanking, I think.
Yeah.
So,
That's true. It's the kind of tanking I'll take.
I'd take that tank.
any day.
Guys, everyone, thank you so much for joining us. Shawn, see you soon again, my friend. And
I hope so.
Please send us more stuff, like the music and everything. And guys, again, I remind you to go to shawnclarke.bandcamp.com. And you can also check out Tryggvi's music at tryggvi.bandcamp.com. And if you want to prepare for the show on Monday, you can go to Laila Music.
Yes. I'm definitely going to check. And you know what? Actually, that's good that you post that, because so next Friday, was that the 5th or something, is Bandcamp Day. So if people are watching, you could pick up an album from all of us or whatever, and 100% of all that money goes to the artists on Friday. So if you're looking to buy some music, wait till next Friday, buy it all at Bandcamp.
Yeah,
Bandcamp
is
it's the only company that looks after the artists.
definitely. I would say that Bandcamp is the odd one out, just completely. Yeah.
Agreed.
Thank you so much for that information.
Yep. Friday. Buy music.
All right. Tryggvi, Shawn, thank you guys so much. Have a
Thank
wonderful time.
Yep. Big hugs for both of you when I see you next.
See you guys.
Man.
Peace.
Bye. All right, you guys. Again, thank you so much for being with us today. I hope you liked our little spaceship here and the volcano. Whoop! And just thank you for being so kind and gracious about everything. And again, I had the effects on. Sorry. My ADHD is so bad right now. So I'll see you soon. I'll see you on Monday if you want to join me. And I'll try to tell more stupid jokes. Maybe Laila always likes my stupid jokes. So see you all soon, guys. Have a wonderful time. I'm gonna find something here. Hold on. I'm gonna share something with you all. Something to make everyone pretty happy. Or not. Maybe they won't be happy. Yeah. This is something we did the other day. I'm just gonna play it. Bye, everyone.
Some people say the end is near, and some say that it's already here. Well, I won't feel the slightest fear if my arms are full of you. Maybe we will suffocate poison fumes and clouds of hate. Well, I won't care about my fate if my arms are full of you. I just want to hold you while the world burns. I just want to hold you while the world burns. Let it burn, burn, burn. Woo. Crushed by the ocean's mighty waves, or ripped apart by robotic slaves. Well, I won't mind those crowded graves if my arms are full of you. Burnt alive by bitter ash, or a supernova's blinding flash. Well, I won't mind that biting lash flesh if my arms are full of you. I just want to hold you while the world burns. I just want to hold you while the world burns. I just want to hold you while the world burns. Let it burn, burn, burn. Let it burn, burn, burn. I just want to hold you while the world burns. I just want to hold you while the world burns. I just want to hold you while the world burns. Let it burn, burn, burn. Let it burn, burn.